Upside down and inside out, I'm about to show all you folks what it's all about. Now it's time for me to get on the mic and make this tag team party hype. I'm taking it back to the old school, cause I'm an old fool who's so cool. If you wanna get down, I'm gonna show you the way. Whoop, there it is, let me hear you say whoop.
Good morning, Derby High School. I'm Paige Howell.
And I'm Amber Green.
We're here for your special holiday broadcast and to give you the last announcements of this semester.
Would you like to learn more about the legal profession and earn money in the process? The Wichita Bar Association 2011 Summer Intern Program matches students who are entering their senior year of high school in the fall of 2011 with legal employers for part-time summer work. To be eligible to apply, you must complete your junior year by the end of this school year. Be 16 years old by June 1st, 2011, have a minimum of 2.8 GPA, and live in the Wichita area. For more details and an application, please see Mrs. Johnson in the counseling office. The deadline is February 18th, 2011.
Midterm graduates should have picked up their checkout sheets by now. They must be signed by all of your teachers and turned into the finance office before you leave on Thursday. This form must be completed and all fees paid to receive your diploma in May.
Santa knows who's naughty or nice. And Isaac Jewell, Mallory McCormick, Corey Averett, and Austin Schrag must be on the nice list because Santa brought them early Christmas presents. Gifts include a mini pizza from Papa John's, a can of pop, a cookie coupon, and a Student of the Week mechanical pencil. What? You don't believe in Santa? Okay, but the Renaissance Students of the Week and the person delivering the prizes doesn't wear a red suit or live at the North Pole.
In celebration of our centennial, let's take a look at one of the most exciting times of Derby High School history.
Throughout the 1930s and 1940s, DHS courses, sports, and activities remained almost the same as they were in the school's early years.
There was only 12 in my class, and that was about the average class, so I know there was only 8 in the class that graduated before me, so we didn't have a lot of clubs.
Starting in the 1950s, however, things began to change. More students began to enroll in the school. By 1952, the student population had grown to the point where a new building was required. The increase in students also caused the coursework and activity offerings to become more varied to accommodate students with different interests. Throughout the 50s, Derby had a thriving football team. The team reached its peak for the decade in 1958, when the Panthers ended their season with 7 victories and only 2 defeats. Derby also had a pep club and cheerleaders to help support the team during important games. Football and basketball games in the 50s were often festive occasions, with homecoming ceremonies and performances from the marching band supplementing the sporting events. Academic clubs also became very popular. Some clubs included the chess club, the photography club, the science club, and the school newspaper staff, which published the first issue of the Panther's Tale newspaper in 1957. Several new classes were also introduced in the 50s to reflect the changing culture of the times. Courses in typing, industrial arts, and commercial law helped prepare students for the workforce, while home economics courses taught students life skills such as cooking and sewing. The 1950s were a time of incredible growth for Derby High School, and that growth and development would only increase in years to come.
We'll be showing more historical segments next semester, so be sure to tune in.
Let's take a look at this week's teacher feature, John Rogers, who happens to be our producer right now.
I'm Amber Green, and I'm here to bring you this week's teacher feature, John Rogers.
I teach Broadcasting 1, 2, and 3. I teach 2 blocks of animation, and I teach a block of Introduction to Mass Media, which is a prerequisite if you want to be in the yearbook class or you want to be in the broadcasting class. It's all about learning about the First Amendment, your freedom of speech, your rights as a student, what you can print and what you can broadcast. I teach a 3D animation class. We use Maya software, which is the same software used for special effects in movies, for Pixar animated movies, and for television commercials. People seem to have a good time in that class.
I'd recommend this class highly. I'd recommend it to pretty much everyone I know.
What I like about animation and broadcasting is I'm allowed to be creative and show my individuality.
What I like about the animation class is you can be as creative as you want. You can design whatever you want and set it up however you like.
Broadcasting and animation are different than most of my classes because it's more relaxed and I can be creative, and it's easier to work as a team in here because everyone's kind of in here for the same reason and we understand each other and we're the same type of people, so it's easier to, I guess, do group things and learn because you have other people to help you as well.
If somebody asked me what it was like in animation class, I would most likely tell them that it's just a calm place that you can just be yourself and make a lot of cool stuff on computers.
This is more like a life skill way of teaching.
Right now they're just learning the basics of the program. We've got some people that are going to want to go on to do this for a living that are really good at it. Broadcasting 1 is the class that you would take right after you get finished taking Introduction to Mass Media if you wanted to move on. In the broadcasting classes, the students that are in there are required to shoot videos. They can shoot, everything they do is a story. Whether it's a story for the news or if they want to do their own projects, a music video, that's a story. If they want to do a PSA or they want to do a short film, that's just all storytelling. So my job in that class is to teach them how to run the equipment and how to set up their stories and how to make their stories look good and sound good. I'm also a Skills USA advisor, and there are several categories which this school is able to compete in, and we will be putting together a promotional piece to tell everybody what areas. My special talent is I can talk when anybody ever asks me to do so. My other special talent is I can ride a unicycle.
I'm Amber Green, and this has been a KDHS Moment.
Tune in next semester for our next teacher feature.
This past Sunday, the Winter Serenade concert took place in front of the sold-out DHS Auditorium. There were performances by the Choralaires, Chamber Choir, Chansonettes, Madrigals, Philharmonic Choir, and Orchestra. One of the highlights of the night was a solo by violinist Michelle Young. The concert concluded with the combined choirs and orchestra performing Night of Silence, which we will leave you with at the end of the broadcast.
Now that football is over, let's take a look at a different sport and see how the basketball team prepared for this season.
Hi, I'm Sammy Warvon, and we did a video on the boys basketball team, conditioning and preparing for the season.
What we do in conditioning is we run.
Run.
And run.
A lot of running.
Conditioning shows dedication and your hard work. So yeah, it kind of pays off during basketball season.
Conditioning does pay a big toll on whether or not the team's successful or not, because if you can't run down the court, you can't defend and you can't score. No, I don't think the coach pushes anyone more than the next person, because he just wants everybody to play up to their potential. So if you're not doing that, he'll call you out on it, but other than that, not really.
I wouldn't say he pushes hard. He makes us all equal. Get us better.
The favorite thing in conditioning, it would have to be the lifting weights part, if anything. Conditioning helps you in the fourth quarter of a game because it makes you last longer. We have to do all the running conditioning to show mental strength. So, like if you're in a game and it's the fourth quarter and you're tired, and then mentally you're there, then you can stay down and go through the whole game and probably win, possibly win.
Definitely last year was a very good season for us, so we're looking to just build off that and hopefully have another winning record. I got a lot of improving, so I guess we'll see on December 7th how good they'll be.
Good luck on this season, boys. This has been a KDHS production.
Thank you, Sammy, and I think we can all expect a promising season for the basketball teams. Make sure to go watch and support your Panthers. Now let's hear from Garrett and Aaron for more updates.
Last Friday in varsity basketball, the Panthers defeated Hutch in Derby's first home game. The team is now 1-1, and with players such as junior Kyler Stedman and senior Cameron Cornelius, the team is off to a great start of this season. Senior Cameron Cornelius made 2 steals in the last 90 seconds that helped us beat Hutch. Kyler Stedman led the team with 17 points, while Cornelius finished with 10.
In wrestling, Derby took third in the Valley Center tournament and defeated Newton and Arc City in their duels. Now back to you, Paige.
For all of us here at KDHS, I'm Paige Howell.
And I'm Amber Green.
Have a fun and safe holidays. See you next year.